November unemployment numbers are out, and they're showing some mixed pictures this morning. We're going to see how the market is reacting. Plus, one local teen is missing today. We have the very latest on the search forum this morning. And tensions in Syria are rising, and there are growing concerns that Syria's president will unleash chemical weapons. We're going to have that full story and much more coming up for you on this Friday, December 7th, 2012.
You're watching News 4 Today in high definition.
And a good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to the final half hour of News 4 Today. I'm Bill Frankmore. Jen Wallace standing by with a peek at your forecast on a very chilly Friday morning. We're going to get that, but we do have some breaking news we're going to get to right away. This morning, the U.S. economy, the jobs report is out. It added a solid 146,000 jobs in November, and the unemployment rate fell to 7.7%. That's down from 7.9%. Now, this number is offering a mixed picture because the government is reporting employers added 49,000 fewer jobs in October and September than initially estimated. And they say the rate dropped because more people simply stopped looking for work. Though Hurricane Sandy disrupted economic activity, people affected by the storm were still counted as employed. So could these numbers be the deciding factor or any bit of a compromise to avoid the so-called fiscal cliff? We're going to talk about that coming up in just a few minutes, but also first we wanted to see how the stock market has taken this news. Stock futures were lower in light trading until all of this came out. Investors waiting on the sidelines, of course, until the Labor Department released the numbers. Now that they're out, let's see how they are moving. We have our financial planner, John Sanchez. John, I know we're only a couple of minutes into the ball game now, but I imagine I imagine they're good. Good morning.
Your imagination is 100% correct, Bill. Let me take you back into the pre-market session. At about 5:23 this morning, now the report came out at 5:30. At about 5:23, we were down 14 points on the Dow futures. When the number came out at 5:30, about a half hour later, at almost 6 o'clock, the Dow futures shot up 71 points. And now that the market is open, we're pretty solid, 50-point gain on the Dow. So let me go back a little bit. You did a great job laying out this report, but the expectation side of things is really what got everybody. Wall Street economists, on average, were looking somewhere between 70 to 80,000 jobs have been created, like you mentioned, because of Superstorm Sandy. So everyone's kind of scratching their head this morning, saying, "Wow, where did this number come from? 146,000 job creation." Now, the unemployment rate, I can make a little bit of sense out of that one, better than I can on the increase of the jobs. We had about 350,000 people drop out of the labor force. So when they drop out, they're no longer counted, and that helps the unemployment rate, which is the reason that it dropped to 7.7%. Private sector, of that 146,000 job creation, Bill, that private sector accounted for 147,000. So small businesses are doing a little bit of hiring, but keep this in mind, we still need north of 200,000 jobs created every single month just to stay ahead of the population growth. So we've got to put all that in perspective. The reaction to the market, strong. We're up 66 points on the Dow at 13,140. NASDAQ gaining 14 points at 3,002. And a 6-point increase on the S&P 500 at 1,420. Just one more report on the calendar, Bill. That'll be University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment number at 6:55. Bill, have a great weekend. Happy Friday to you. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you very much, John. All right, it is now 6:34. As we get you going on this Friday morning, I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, a chilly one out there. In fact, when you step outside, it's actually kind of the first bite that I remember getting in a while as far as from the weather.
That's right.
Gotten lots of bites.
A lot of rain, a lot of cloud cover. That's kept us all very warm, and I don't know what kind of bites you're talking about this morning here.
I caught you off guard. I was just seeing if you were paying attention.
I am.
Mosquito bites, dude. Mosquito bites.
I'm a little bit more awake now. It's 6:30,
Yeah.
so we're, like 50% running on our cylinders here, I think it's safe to say.
Oh, by now? No,
Yeah.
we've had about 4 or 5 of these coffees.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good. We're good to go. All right, so you have a nice weekend shaping up, which is good compared with last weekend. We do have nice pictures of Christmas lights being sent in around the valley. Thanks to Jessica for sending this in of her home. Love it. Get outside. Check them out this weekend. They're starting to pop up all over town. 30 degrees outside right now at Reno. No wind, no gusts, pretty high humidity, not dealing with as much fog, nearly as much fog as yesterday. There's a little bit south around the Carson Sink, and then as you look around Hawthorne as well. But for the most part, we're staying mostly clear around your valley location. So we did drop temperatures from the 40s yesterday around 5 p.m. all the way to the low 30s right now. Definitely a cold one. That's that bite that we've been hearing Bill talk about throughout the morning this morning. Now looking at a little bit of cloud cover outside. side, so partly sunny skies as that sun will continue to rise throughout your morning. And then throughout the weekend, we'll have a few disturbances off to the north and to the east, and that will impact our weather in the form of cold and dry conditions. It's really going to enhance the high pressure there and give us some pretty light wind. Now, it looks like Saturday night into Sunday, some significant wind could pick up, but for the most part, we'll stay dry and cool. So no precipitation yesterday. 53 was your high there, about 6 degrees above the average. 54 and 27 for your Reno Sparks high and low. 53 and 24 at Cold Springs, and 49 and 28 at Virginia City. So again, not really much to speak of wind-wise today, but again, that could change Saturday night into Sunday. Very cold air on Sunday. Those disturbances really keeping us a little bit below the average there. Quiet Monday and Tuesday, and then a cold front hits Wednesday, so we'll change up your weather pattern a little bit there. Behind the cold front on Thursday, your daytime highs are only going to get up into the upper 30s, so they'll make sure you have your mosquito repellent because it is going to be very cold on your Thursday.
The trick right there. All right, let's take a look at your roadways this morning. Trooper Chuck Allen is keeping an eye on the roadways for us. Good morning, Chuck.
Well, good morning, Bill. Happy Friday, and we are off to a very nice start as motorists start their Friday morning commute. We are currently crash and incident-free on all area highways, and Bill, all upper elevation highways and mountain passes are open with no road control. So, folks, if you're headed out, please don't forget to buckle up. Have a safe day, a safe weekend, and Bill, I'll toss it back to you. Thank you.
All righty, Chuck. Appreciate it. Reno police need your help this morning finding a missing teenager. They say John Armitage went missing about 7 o'clock yesterday morning. He was last seen getting off his school bus but never made it to his classes. John is 6 feet tall, 115 pounds, with red hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a brown zip-up hoodie with fur around the hood, dark skinny jeans, plaid Vans, and a gray backpack. If you have any information on John's whereabouts, you're urged to contact Secret Witness at 322-4900. And we are now hearing from family members of the couple that was found after missing for a week in the Sierra. Paula Lane and her boyfriend, Roderick Clifton, had been traveling from Citrus Heights, California to Gardnerville when they got stuck in the snow on State Route 88 in Hope Valley. Paula in the hospital in stable condition, but Roderick unfortunately did not survive the ordeal. Paula's sister says before they received word that Paula had been found, they had to explain to Paula's twin boys why their mother wasn't home yet.
That night was the night we set them down at the table after we had dinner and told them that we needed to tell them that their mother may not come back. And when that call came from my brother, it was a miracle.
Paula's doctor says she is lucky to be alive. He says that she told him she survived by using snow for hydration and eating tomatoes that they had in their Jeep. Paula's boyfriend, Roderick Clifton, left to try and get some help, but he never returned. KCRA, our station in Sacramento, interviewed Clifton's family, who says they're glad they have closure, but it still hurts.
Without Paula's brother who found him, I mean, there's no way they would have been found anytime soon. Coming to the realization that we were so close, it's like heart-wrenching.
Paula Lane, the sole survivor, has agreed to tell her story. You can get an in-depth report on the incident Monday morning. Paula is going to be appearing on the Today Show, so tune in for that. Reno police are searching for suspects involved in a rash of car burglaries outside of health clubs. Police say since August of this year, there have been a total of 30 or more burglaries. Throughout the investigation, police have obtained these photos of unidentified suspects possibly using victims' credit cards at local businesses. The health clubs targeted include 24-Hour Fitness, Fitness Connection, Lake Ridge Tennis Club, and the parking lot of High Sierra Lanes. Officers say it's unknown at this time if these suspects are responsible for the car burglaries, but there is reason to believe they are involved in using the stolen items. If you have any information, the numbers to call right there on your screen, 334-2115 or Secret Witness 322-4900. Meanwhile, Washoe County Sheriff's Office is warning residents to be aware of car burglaries in their area. Deputies say in the last month, 19 cases of car burglaries have been reported in Spanish Springs. That's compared to only 21 cases in the previous 12 months combined. According to the Sheriff's Office, it has increased patrols in that area. They say there are some precautions you can take to protect yourself, of course, the obvious. Lock your car and keep valuable items out of sight. It is now 6:39 on your Friday. Tensions in Syria are rising this morning, and there are growing concerns that Syria's president will unleash chemical weapons We're going to have much more on the violence going on there. And here's our job of the day on your Friday. For this and more, head to our website, mynews4.com.
Before we get to your break, there's a big slowdown at Los Angeles Airport this morning. Everywhere else along the West Coast is clear. We'll be right back.